Big Blue Nation, what's going on? The Wildcats take care of the Georgia Bulldogs. And the big thing for the show today was Big Z. Boy, Big Z showed out tonight, man. I can't imagine. I can't imagine that anyone really thought that Z was going to come in tonight and play the way that he did. That's that's crazy, man. The way he played tonight, this is something that was long overdue, and he makes our team so much better. And we already, people already said, even without Z, we're a top 10 team. We're a team that can make it, you know what I'm saying, to the Final Four if we just continue to grow and get better. Uh, but Z on the floor, it looks good, man. I tell you, I have to tell you right off the back, man. Bradshaw and Uninso, man, watch out. We did okay playing 2 7-footers tonight. We really did, but it was man, this is so exciting just to watch this ball game. And I tried hey, I tried my best to just hold my composure in because I was like everyone else, and I just really just couldn't imagine that Kentucky was gonna play this game this good. Look, I can go in and tell you how bad we played the second half, and we just let Georgia just come back in. Like I don't know what happened at the end of like the second half and towards the last 7 minutes of the ball game. Kentucky just played horrible. I mean, we couldn't even, man, we should have beat that team by 35 points tonight. Easy. It ain't no reason why we let them come back and we only win. We let them guys put up 96 points tonight. Like what's going on, dude? Like that's horrible. But I think the big show, even, the big thing is, even though we didn't play good second half basketball, especially like I said, the last 7 minutes, just the way that we played tonight with Z in the ball game, like his shooting the ball, dude, that behind the back pass around to Reeves in the corner, that just say that right there would just make you hold yourself and be like, my goodness. What can this big guy do? He looks so good. And that little dunk that he missed that he should have got fouled on, you could just tell like he's getting ready. Z is just getting ready to play with these kids, bro. It just look, I'm getting ready to show you. I'm getting ready to show you. Hey, if anyone remembers that that infamous hands gesture from Jordan back in the day when he was just kept hitting, that's what I do. And it was just a really Z's a really he's the real thing, man. And I know we only got one game out of him, and I know we still got a lot of basketball game to go. But for him to come in and play like he did, you could just tell you could tell he was ready for the moment, man. Rupp Arena, hats off to you, man. You guys was pumped up tonight. You guys was going like it really felt like our crowd was completely in it the whole ball game. And the way they cheered on, I like how they cheered Z on tonight, and they just cheered our Wildcats on tonight. It was just, I mean, like we could just hang up the live right now, and we could just close off right there. I really think that the Wildcats are much. I mean, we already thought we was a really good team anyway without Z, and Zero's not even playing. Guys, Kentucky's looking good, man. Like somebody's gonna miss out on a couple of minutes. I feel it. I like how Cal, we knew eventually we was gonna have at least 2 7-footers in the ball game. It wasn't bad tonight. It wasn't bad when we had two big 7-footers in the ball game. It was like everyone kind of knew their role. They kind of did what they want, what they needed to do for the team. So the real big story is Z and just how we ended the ball game. Like we can't do that. We can't play a ball game that bad at the end of the ball game. Like Georgia just wasn't going to go away, man. Like Georgia was not leaving. I don't care. Georgia was going to play until the whistle went out. And Kentucky, unfortunately, we didn't play that. But you know that in the SEC or in college basketball or any sport, you just want to get a win and you want to get out of there. But we should have beat that team by 30 points for sure. So go Cats. Got another good win. And, we just got to keep moving. I'm definitely rooting for Ole Miss tonight to knock off Auburn at home, but I don't really see that happening. But we can wish because anything in the SEC is possible. We just gotta we just gotta keep believing. Another thing, less than a Final Four, I'll be ticked off. I agree. I think everyone can actually agree on this statement right here too as well. We got to go to the Final Four, man. Like we just and this is just the middle. This is just the later part of January. Just think how much better we're going to get as a team. I mean, where we at? Where we're going to be defense? I think Z's going to make us better. We got. I mean, Yinenso, Z, those guys are just coming in and they're just blocking shots. Our rim is protected. I think that part of our defense is going to be. I thought we started the game off with our guards playing a lot better defense than they have in the previous games. But for some reason, we just started having to let down, and we just let those guys. We let those guys just hang around when we know we could have beat them by 30 points at least. So that's the sad part about it. But just the joy that we get, the fun. Like this team is fun. They are fun on every aspect of the what's name. And Dillingham didn't look like he had the best game tonight. But we can, with the team we got, we can afford to have a couple of guys not have our own night because we got so many players. Once again, Trey Burks didn't get to get in the game tonight. I thought that was I'm a fan of his. I want to see him play, but I think Big Z, hands down, is the player of the game. I don't think we can vote. I don't think it's a. I don't think I even need to ask who's the player of the game. Z by far was the best player of the game tonight, and it was because I think everyone was really excited, wanted to see what he could do, and tonight he showed us what he's capable of. And I can't. For me, the true road thing. I mean, for me, the true thing is what how is Big Z when we go on the road in the SEC? Because we all know how rough it is to win on the road in the SEC. So I want to see what kind of composure he brings when we do go on the road. And I want to see if we can continue how we played tonight. Can it carry over to the next ball game so we can get on the road so we can win a game? But I'm liking our Wildcats. I'm liking the path we're taking. I like where it puts us in a situation where now that we got Z, it makes us that much of a better team. We're just going to continue to just get better. We're going to continue to get to grow. We're going to continue to get mature as a team. And come March, you can tell us where you're going to put us at. Like you can put us at a number 5 seed if you want to. It doesn't matter. We still got to go out here and we still got to play basketball. And it's the destiny is it's up to us as a team to see what can we do. And it starts one game at a time. We took care of Georgia tonight at home, and now let's go win more. Let's go win more basketball games. I think that's really what it comes on. If we would have not to go back, but if we would have had this team playing Kansas, ain't no way Kansas would have beat us. And Kansas know that they wouldn't beat us. But that game is over. Only thing that we can do is continue to move forward, continue to grow as a team, and just look forward to playing one game at a time. I think that's the most crucial thing. Once again, I love this team. This team is fun to watch. You never know who's going to go off. You never know who's going to go off or anything like that. So we just got to just enjoy, get on with the ride, and just enjoy the ball game. We got sloppy with 8 to go, but it was a fun game. It was a fun game. I hate that the game ended on what it was because people are going to look at that and be like, well, look at the last 8 minutes of the ball game and look what Kentucky did. I never thought we was going to lose that ball game, but unfortunately, people are going to look at that and be like, see, look at Kentucky. They give up 96 points to Georgia at home, and in the last 8 minutes, they couldn't do anything. That's going to be so misleading. It really is. But we just got to keep playing ball, and we got to take care of better business. Tuesday night in South Carolina will be a good test for an SEC road game. It will be with SEC. With South Carolina playing so good, I want to see what we do down there. Usually, will Cal get thrown out of the game at South Carolina? and then we just go off and we just erupt like we usually do when Cal gets ejected, like he did that year with when Marcus Lee, when Ulis threw the ball off the backboard, and we destroyed them. So I look forward to going down playing South Carolina. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be rough. South Carolina really wants to beat Kentucky, like everybody else do. But I think we got the team to go down there on the road. Let's go down there and get this road win. Let's show the SEC that we for real. Let's show them that, hey, we might have lost a couple of games, but we're still Kentucky, and it's still our league. It's still our league to lose, and we got to go play like that as we get ready for South Carolina. Let's enjoy this Georgia win. I'm not too, like, I can't really get too happy because we beat Georgia, because as we all know, like, we're supposed to beat Georgia. You know what I'm saying? We're supposed to dominate Georgia. Georgia's is not supposed to beat us. Go down and win on the road in South Carolina, and I'll be impressed, because South Carolina's playing really good ball right now. I think they actually won today as well, too. So we just got to continue to just pull everybody together. I think everybody's having fun. I hope Cal finds a way to work in Burks. I understand that Burks is going to be a 2-3 year player here. He's not leaving, except if it's for the transfer portal, because he's not getting in the ball game or whatever. But overall, Kentucky has a really good team. I like where we're going. Let me read some of these comments. Big Z was out of this world. Let's see. If we could just get our bigs clicking together and on all points, we could really be unbeatable. I think we really can. Somebody asked me when I did a show earlier, is this team better than 15? I'm not ready to say that this team is better than 2015 team, but their show, 2015 team was really fun. And I think this team right here is really fun also. Someone said we are officially loaded. Yes, we are. we are loaded. And I know it, Cal and those coaches, like, things like this kind of cover up when you're not playing great defense, and everyone knows that we're not a great defensive team. But can you outscore us? We put up 105 tonight. I feel like we could have scored 130 if we really wanted to. We let off the pedal. We let off what little defense we do play, and we just let Georgia just do what they want to do. I think the guy might have had almost 40 points tonight at Rupp Arena. That's going to be the highlight of his life in 20 years from now. He's going to look back and says he came in the Rupp Arena and put up almost 40 points on us. That's sad. Let's see. That behind the back was crazy. I don't think anybody expected that behind the back pass. No one did. And for him to do that and to put it right, like he put it right in Reeves' hand, like it wasn't too far out and left. You could tell this kid can play basketball, and I look forward to. My question is this, though. We saw that when Bradshaw came back from being injured, he played like 2, maybe 3 games coming off the bench, and then he took over starting for Thero. Can you see a scenario that Cal has to start Z in the next couple of games? And if he is he going to sit Bradshaw? Is he going to sit Edwards? Or is he going to just continue to bring Z off the bench the whole year? Because, he's going to – because eventually it's going to be those 3, Dillingham, Shepard, and Z all come in the game at one time. And that's exciting. And, like, the minutes – and you can either bring – you can also bring in Unitso with those guys too as well. So you got 4 guys, fresh legs, come off the bench. You got 2 guys that can definitely protect the rim, and they come in and they give the guys a rest. We are loaded. Like, when people say that we're loaded, I'm not really sure if people really look at it. Auburn guy told in my group tonight, told me that, well, Auburn is stacked with the bench too. I don't think Auburn has a bench anything like Kentucky's. I really don't. And Auburn's going to find out when we get there that our bench is ridiculously great. They really are. And they're almost better than our starters. And they can go to any team in the nation and they can be starting for these teams. So I just like the direction that we had in. I like what Z gives us. I like the diversity that we have. I like just how we can come on the court with the bench, and we can actually outscore teams even worse than our starters do. let me throw this out there. I really like how DJ Wagner he missed that complete wide open layup, which you won't. I'm surprised. Look, Wagner had a dunk that he should have took. Edwards had a dunk that he should have took when he went baseline. He should have made it. Those are two layups that we just completely just missed. And those guys shouldn't be missing those shots. In high school, you probably would never even see these guys missing shots whatsoever. So why they missed them shots tonight? Of course, Edwards all year has been missing layups. I don't know why. Close at the rim, he just hasn't been converting. So I don't expect DJ Wagner to be that open down the court and miss an open layup. That's just one of those freak things that happens. It happens. You see it in the NBA. You see it once in a while in college basketball. So those are two baskets that we could have had that we should have easily had, that we should have easily made. So I don't project that we would make that mistake very often. So we would definitely. But I love like Reeves. Like, we haven't even talked about how good Reeves was tonight. I mean, that guy was incredible, man. He was really that good. And we haven't even talked about it because Big Z showed, he showed out tonight, and he was what everybody's been looking for. Look, Rupp Arena looked so hyped tonight that those people who was able to go to the game tonight, they know that years from now, they'll be able to say, yo, I was there that night when Big Z stepped on the floor. I saw him make his first three. I saw him with behind the back. I saw those guys get up and down the court. We are fast. Like, we are one fast team, man. And we definitely get up and down the floor every single ball game. We get up down the floor, we running, putting teams in pressure, and everything is looking good, man. It really is. I'm trying to see. I just opened up my phone because I want to see how many points. I want to see how many points Reed had tonight, because Reed just kind of went by. He just kind of went about his business, just making baskets. Where's that at, man? Where is that? Right here. I want to see how many points Reed had tonight, but everything looked good tonight, man. Kentucky's clicking. It was a fun ball game tonight, and it's something that we can all continue to know that we can build on. How many points did Reed have tonight? How many points? Mitchell had 23 points tonight, and it didn't even seem like it. Reeves had 21 points tonight. Big Z had 13. Shepard had 12. Look at that. Wagner had 18. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. My dudes. Like, we had two guys come off the We had two guys come off the bench and score 25 points. Z had 5 rebounds, 2 assists. Shepard had 12 points, 5 assists. Look at that. We gotta get Bradshaw hitting the boards harder. We do. There's no reason why he's a 7-footer and only getting 3 rebounds. Uninso, he had 5 rebounds. Come on, we gotta do better than that. We really do. Blocks. We had a total of 6 blocks tonight. Your Wildcats and my Wildcats, they look good. They look real good. And we're only going to get better, guys. We're only going to get better. And I think that's the most scariest part of all of this, is that we're just going to continue to grow as a team in jail. And we're going to continue to have fun. This is fun, man. I think, and you guys can tell me, but if we don't make it to the Final Four this year, it's a bust. Now, I'm one of those guys who don't want to get ahead of themselves, who wants to take it one game at a time. But how can you not, at this particular point, everyone's saying it, commentators are saying it, there's no reason why Kentucky doesn't have what it takes to get to the Final Four this year. We just got to continue to take care of one game at a time, stay focused, don't worry about what everybody else is doing, and just focus on what Kentucky can do and worry about what can we do to help ourselves to get to this moment so we can hopefully make it to a Final Four. How do you do that? By going one game at a time and don't looking ahead of yourself, because everybody wants to beat Kentucky. So we got to show up every night like we are coming out to knowing that we're getting ready to win this ball game. Not like it's going to be soft, and not like we got to play scared, but we got to come out and play like this matters, because it does, because our fan base is brewing. Our fan base is just ready, sitting on the end of our seats, man. Like, come on, baby, let's go. Let's go, baby. Defense. Let's get this started. And I think that's what this Wildcat team brings to all of us. They bring excitement. When you're done watching this game tonight, regardless of how we played in the last 8 minutes, at the end of the ball game, all you can do is just sit there and smile. Like, that's all you can do. I wonder how many people actually stayed after the ball game just to hear Cal talk, just to see if Z was going to come out and talk. That arena was probably loaded with people who wanted to just see these guys talk. When's the last time that we've been this excited about Kentucky basketball? I don't hear no naysayers right now. I don't hear nobody talking about how bad Kentucky is. I just don't, because Kentucky is too good right now, and we only going to continue to grow and get better. And now that Z's back, we get Theo back. See it. Let me ask you guys, is the platoon system something that Cal should really consider? Do you think Cal's going to go back to that? I don't know. Or is he just going to just continue just to play, just to sub in who's having a hard game, who's out of, Bradshaw's got to be able to stay on the floor a little bit longer. But I like that, because when Bradshaw, he's going to give us those, Bradshaw's going to give us those 4 or 5 minute spurts when he's going full speed and going hard. And it's okay to raise your hand and tell Cal to take you out, because we got so many replacements. It's no problem. And I think when you do that, that's a sign of being unselfish. That's a sign that says, hey, give me a break. I know people can come in. I know I'm going to get my minutes. It doesn't matter. So let somebody else come in, and we can just keep rolling. And when I'm rested, when my legs are better, then I can just come back in the ball game and we can pick up where we get. But he's going to have to get stronger. Uniso's going to have to get stronger. At this point blank, we cannot help. Georgia's big man just pushed us around like we was nothing. They did. And we're going to have to get stronger. Unfortunately, we don't have enough time in this season for those guys to go out and put on 20, 25 pounds of muscle. We ain't living. This is not the off season. This is not the building time. So you got to find a way that these guys got to find a way that they can figure out a way to just get stronger, to demand themselves, to will themselves to be stronger, because we can't let those guys on other teams just continue to push us around and just do what they want to do. You can't do that. Not right now. We need you. Like we need to set a message to all of the SEC, all of college basketball, that we're the real thing and that our bigs can battle down low. We can't let teams be like, well, all we got to do is just push these guys around and we can get rebounds and we can score. We can't do that, man. Like, our bigs have got to get better. Our bigs have got to get stronger somehow in their off time. They got to hit the gym if they can. I understand it's a full schedule, but our bigs can't continue to get pushed around. We're going to be okay, though, because we got Big Z and other teams don't. So we okay. We got Shepard. Other teams don't. We got Wagner. Other teams don't. We got Reeves. Other teams don't. You understand what I'm saying? We got Dilly. Nobody else does. That's what makes Kentucky so special. We just got players that we just going about our business. We got to go to – I'm not going to get emotional because I'm at work, and I'm gonna try to keep it down. But Wildcats, if you can't get excited about what's going on right now with Kentucky, you might want to check the blood in your veins, because it's not blue. I mean blue, baby. This is Kentucky. I am sleepy. I'm tired. I got like all day to be at work. I've been up all night watching Kentucky sports and whatever, and I'm excited. But that's okay, because I'm going to make it, because when Kentucky can win a basketball game, it makes my life that much better. It really does. And I know that sounds crazy, because there's so much more to life than basketball. But when you're a Kentucky fan, this is all you want, baby. It's Kentucky. That's all you live for. You get excited about the opportunity of what's ahead for Kentucky basketball. Look, we good. Kentucky's going to be okay. We all right. And it's just going to continue to get more and more exciting as the year goes along. And I think SEC coaches is like, whoa, that Kentucky team, them boys good. I bet you Texas A&M is saying, yo, I'm glad we got them before this happened. Absolutely. I hope we see them in the SEC tournament for sure. We're going to show these teams we the real thing, and we're going to keep balling out of control. One game at a time, one team at a time, one win at a time, and that's how you get to where you want to go at. And just stay patient, stay dedicated, stay consistent. We got to get better on defense. That's for sure. We giving up 96 points to Georgia is just something that I never saw Kentucky doing. No matter how bad our defense has looked, we got to continue to grow. We got to continue to get better. Ain't nothing going on with Jordan Burks. He's just not playing. Cal's just not playing him. And I don't I don't get it. Like, I don't know why he won't give the guy 4 or 5 minutes a ball game, 4 or 5, maybe. I mean, it is what it. I mean, we should go in the locker room, and we got so many guys. We shouldn't need a shower after the ball game because we got so many guys that can rotate in and give people breaks. That's how talented of a team we are. We're that good that we can sub in. You're a little tired? You're a little sluggish? Come on in, guys. Let's do it. I just don't think Cal would ever platoon anymore. I just don't. I don't know if that hurt recruiting or what, but I just don't think he's gonna do that again. But we got the guys to do it because we're so deep, and I think we're good enough. I mean, how can he not? Now, I mean, I hope he's one of these players where he just kind of understands. Coming into Kentucky, he was a good player, but Cal always talks about how he's honest with the kids and like stuff like that. So I think if basketball is bigger than him and he wants to be a part of something really big, then maybe he'll stick around. You know what I'm saying? But it's hard knowing that you can be out there on the floor, knowing that he looks at Edwards maybe and says, hey, I'm probably a better player than Edwards. I can probably give you more than Edwards. I can probably give you more energy than Edwards. And you continue to believe in him. You don't give him a short string. And now me, here I am. I like Burks. And while I know Burks ain't going to get 20, 25 minutes of ball game, I think he's a good enough player that you can somehow fit him in to at least get him maybe 10, 12 minutes of ball game. And I think that's reasonable for him. And if he's playing good, leave him in a little bit longer. I mean, everybody wants everybody on the team to succeed anyhow. So why not, you know what I'm saying? So why not play the kid and let the kid just go out there and just have fun with the team? I think we owe it to him. I think he's that good. Where's that? So here. Hunter, where is Kenny the Eagle and Cody the Walter Square? I'm not sure where they at. So we got 2 technicals and a flagrant foul. I know Cal got a technical foul, didn't he? Who else got it? Because I was back and forth. I was driving to work and everything, so I didn't really have a chance to really see some of that or whatever. But we would definitely those are kind of things. I don't think we haven't seen a tech out of Cal all year. I don't think, maybe one all year, and we don't get a lot of flagrant. So I think we're okay with that. I think we have the composure enough that we won't have to resort to those kind of fouls. That's for sure. Let me see. He should, because in case someone gets hurt, he needs to play. He does need to play Burks. I mean, he really does. And even though we are a deep team, I really feel like Burks should still be getting some minutes because basketball, people get hurt so easy. People, especially, we know how 7-footers are. The feet, ankles, all this stuff gets hurt. So it's good that all guys can just be kind of well-rounded and able to come in. But Burks, one thing about Burks is, though, the reason why I think when he comes in the ball game, and I think he's nervous because he knows that if I just drop the ball and somebody throw it to me and I drop the ball, Cal's going to pull me out. So he's playing with the added pressure of what Cal gives him is just Cal saying, hey, go out, be perfect, or you're not playing. And I don't think that's fair. But I don't make $8 million, so I don't get to make that call. I'm just a fan who enjoys Kentucky, who enjoys coming live and talking to those guys and, just cheering for my Wildcats. That's for sure. Let's see. Dave says, I'm pumped about this team. So many talented players. I agree. Like I said, man, we got players that teams just don't have. They just don't. Some teams have 1, maybe 2, at most 3 good players. Dude, we got as they say, we have a plethora of good players. We have players that can ball out for real. And that's the joy of it right now. And Dillingham didn't even have a good game tonight. he didn't have a good game tonight from what I saw. Unless I missed something. Let's see. Dillingham had 2 points and one rebound and 2 assists. That's okay. Like, that is completely okay because of who we got on the floor, who we got on the bench, and what we're doing. That's okay. Like, long as just keep cheering. Just keep cheering for your teammates. And I think that's the biggest thing right there that we got to keep focused on, is just that right there. So go Cats, great win over. But is it really a great win over Georgia? I don't want to just be touche and say a great win. Over, I guess it's anytime you win, it's a great win. So I'll put that out there. But really, is it really a great win over Georgia? We're Kentucky. You say, you use that word when Georgia beats Kentucky. Oh man, great win for Georgia. Those guys beat Kentucky. No, we took care of business, and then we're gonna move on. It's Georgia. We're supposed to. In football, they're supposed to beat Kentucky. It ain't something that Georgia just rejoices. Oh yes, we beat Kentucky. You're supposed to beat Kentucky. Look at you. And that's the same way when it is come to basketball. Hey, good job. We got to win. But we beat Georgia, so we're supposed to beat Georgia. But anytime you get an SEC win, home or on the road, you say great win. I guess that's just a formality. So why not just join in and help everybody says great win over Georgia tonight. That's what it is right here. I think BBN needs to get behind Edwards. He could be the X factor in March. We have to show. Oh, absolutely. Like when I look at Edwards, I don't think he's not trying. I posted a question the other day. I got to get to work. I posted a question the other day. Is it mental? Is it all mental for Edwards right now? Because he's not just having the breakout game that he wants. Listen, how many points did he have tonight? Edwards had 6 points and 3 rebounds tonight. One of those was a 3, I think. Is it mental for Edwards right now? I'm a big fan of his. I know a lot of people are ready to bench him. I know a lot of people are ready to put him at the end of the bench and says, we'll see you next year, go to the league, transfer. But I really believe that if we just hang on, if we just continue to support Edwards, he could be that X factor. Because you don't become that. You don't grow to be that great of a player and then you just fall off the face of the earth. You're not. We see little spurts of Edwards that shows us that the kid can play basketball. He can't keep missing those layups. If you're gonna go baseline, Edwards, dunk it. You're too talented, dude. Like you're too good of a player. If that was high school, you're dunking it. So get fouled. So what? You get fouled? Go to the foul line. Hit a free throw. It doesn't matter, but go strong. He needs to set that precedent that I'm going to the rim and I'm going to destroy you because that's just who I am. And once he gets that dog mentality, like that dunk for Reeves tonight, no one seen him going all the way to the rim like that and dunking it. And then he flexed on him. How good is that, man? To me, that's what it's all about right there. When we can play ball. That's exciting basketball right there, all the way across the board. Kentucky gets that win over Georgia. Big Z has a performance that we will long to remember. And it's not like the points in a sense kind of jump off the page. It's just how he played. He had 3 blocks tonight, had 2 steals. He turned the ball over twice, 1 offensive rebound, 4 defensive rebounds, and he just made a presence out there on the floor. And I think that's the big difference at the end of the day. So thank you guys for joining in for the Loyal BBN Fan Show. I am your host, Michael. If you haven't followed me yet on Twitter at Big Mike 2014-23. Also on YouTube, the Loyal BBN Fan Show. I think it's the fan show. Loyal BBN Fans on YouTube. Please go give me a subscribe. Please go give me a follow on those, and I really appreciate it. And catch fans from all over. Big Z is free. He played like he was been waiting for a long time. Looked like he's envisioned himself getting on the floor playing basketball in the SEC, because tonight he showed why he is going to continue to ball as we continue to grow this year. So thank you. Just think when a dude come back, Big Z is decent. Jordan Burks need to get some time. He is very athletic as well. Hey guys, This is exciting right here. This is exciting time. It is, and if I wasn't at work, I would definitely go longer, man. I should just skip. I should just skip my meeting at work and just stay right here with you guys, because if they want to send me home, send me home. I don't care, because I get to come home and still support my Kentucky Wildcats. It does not matter. Wildcats first. Cats. Let's go, baby. Big Z back in the house. He's free. I'm Michael, Lawyer B Man Fan Show. I'm out.